This is Outlandish Zicky Dice, and you're watching the best of old school and new school. This is the Nation Network. Outlandish.
IWF International Wrestling Federation.
From Universal Studios, Florida, the home of Earthquake, Confrontation, E.T., Back to the Future, and now plays host to the International Wrestling Federation from Soundstage 23, Universal Studios, Florida, where you can ride the movies and see the superstars of professional wrestling.
There's a man out there calls himself the Incredible Thor. He's a man who I believe a great deal in, as a matter of fact. But Thor, you crossed the line last time. You put your hands on me. Listen, it's been a minute since I've been inside that squared circle, but don't think I forgot how to take care of business if I have to. But I'm gonna cut you some slack. I'm gonna attribute that to a moment of emotion where you wasn't in control, and I'm gonna look the other way. But tonight, baby, I got a very interesting scenario for you. You see, the fine folks of the XWF have made it clear that at Universal Assault this weekend, they want you. And they want Greg the Hammer Valentine too. And they want Rob Von Dam. And they want you three in a 6-man main event match. So I'm going to give them what they want. But right now, I'm going to get something that I want, and that's a different type of revenge. You see, I see that this weekend, you're going to have a couple of unusual tag team partners. Yeah, I understand the enemy of my enemy is my friend. But tonight, the enemy is your enemy. Your friend is never going to be your friend. So let's find out exactly what kind of bond you guys can forge here tonight. Because I'm going to put you, the Incredible Thor, one-on-one with your future tag team partner, Greg the Hammer Valentine. And I know, Nasty Ronnie gonna be in that corner, so just to keep things on the up and up, baby, I'm gonna be in your corner, whether you like it or not. And that is tonight's main event.
The fall is scheduled for one fall and is for the Heritage Championship.
We welcome you, wrestling fans, here to the Nation Network for IWF Wrestling. And what a way to kick things off. We just heard from Eddie Mansfield himself. What a main event tonight. Greg the Hammer Valentine against Thor. They're going to be tag team partners eventually. And it appears that the floating belt plates are still a thing. We thought that might have been fixed, but apparently no, it's not. Apparently that's a universe mode issue. Good to know the fine folks at 2K are taking care of their shit. We kick things off with the American Heritage Championship as we take a look at the nuclear assassin in the ring. Nasty Ronnie ringside, and we know nothing good is going to come from that. Joining me here in the broadcast booth at this time, the one and the only, the Continental Lover himself, Eddie Mansfield. And Eddie, we all heard what you had to say at the start of the match.
Listen, things got out of hand between me and Thor last week. I like Thor. I do. And I understand. I've been in this business a minute. I understand how things go. And I understand that sometimes in the moment, you might not understand. And emotions get the better of you. And that's what I think happened last time out there, because I've never had a bad problem. I've never had any problem with Thor. But at the same point in time, if these guys are going to go representing the IWF over to the XWF as part of Universal Assault on Sunday, then I need to know that they can be bonded in some way or another, and I think the only way to bond them is through fire. And the only fire that I can put these two men through is a match here head-to-head tonight, and I think that's going to be best for them, best for the team, and best for the fans here tonight.
From New York, weighing in at 228 pounds, Lance Von Erich. And his opponent, from parts unknown, weighing in at 228 pounds, the Heritage Champion, the Assassin.
Nuclear Assassin has held that title now for over 2 months. Nobody's been able to take it away from him.
Yeah, well, I don't know that he's necessarily been in the ring with somebody the caliber of Lance Von Erich. Lance Von Erich, of course, has a long history battling his way out of the great state of Texas.
Big roundhouse, and Nuclear Assassin wasting no time at all, going straight after Lance Von Erich. The first opportunity for Lance to get his hands on some gold here in the IWF since joining. Comes off the ropes with a nice move right there, going for the cover. And just like that, almost had a new champion crowned here tonight. Later on, we've got a three-way dance for the #1 contenders for the tag team title.
Yeah, that's going to be another one of those matches I'm very much looking forward to. We are going to look at the 3 top tag teams right now in the business as far as I'm concerned. Everybody after Odessa, Slim, and Chubby MC, they want the IWF tag teams titles, and I can tell you right now, the IWF is the hottest tag team division anywhere, any promotion you want to talk about. I don't care if it's the United States, I don't care if it's Japan, I don't care if it's Mexico. We got the greatest tag team division anywhere.
I'm not going to argue with you on that. Nuclear Assassin unloading right now on Lance Von Erich, and the referee busy with the turnbuckle pad. Big running knee, and the champion in trouble. Von Erich coming up that middle rope, driving the elbow right down into the chest. The Assassin slowly getting back up to his feet. Slingshots himself over the top rope, does Lance Von Erich, comes up with that nice kick, and now stomping away on the Assassin. Von Erich with a series of forearm shivers. Irish whip to the ropes, back out front, and a spear. He just drove the Assassin straight into the mat. We've got a new champion to kick things off here tonight.
How about that, baby? That's what I'm talking about. The IWF, this is what we bring.
Well, we said it was his first opportunity to get a hold of the gold. He made the most of that opportunity. What a victory right here. Take a look at it. He caught him coming off the ropes. What a spear. And Nasty Ronnie has just lost the championship.
Here is your winner, and new Heritage Champion, Lance Von Erich.
Big victory to start things off here tonight. Fans, stick around. Plenty more to come.
Chubby, you know what's going on around here, don't you? Everybody lining up for the IWF Tag Team Championship of the world, baby. That's what everybody wants. What we got. Now look at all these fools out here that want our Tag Team Championship, but ain't nobody been good enough to take them, man, because that's how you roll. That's what happened when Odessa and Chubby roll into town, man. All right, D, baby, I love the fact that there's competition in the air in the IWF. I'm looking forward to it, baby. So I say this. Tonight we're going to see not 1, not 2, but 3 of the greatest tag teams the IWF has to offer. And whichever one of them comes out on top after their dance, they're going to have a chance to come after us, baby, for those tag team championships. We ain't giving them up anytime soon, is we? Nah, man, we ain't giving up no tag team championships. Ain't nobody out there good enough to take them from us, man. We all about taking care of that business. You know what I mean? I know exactly what you mean. Hey, Let me tell you something right now. Anybody who wants to find out what Funky's all about, all you got to do is roll up on Odessa, and all you got to do is roll up on some Chubby, and you'll find out that there ain't nobody out there in the IWF. I dare say there ain't nobody out there in the entire world of professional wrestling can take these tag team championships from us, baby. Yeah, you know that's the truth, because that's how we stack them, and rack them. I love it when you get philosophical like that. Ooh, yeah.
All right, we just heard from the tag team champions. And now who will they be facing? We're going to find out in just a moment.
The following contest is a triple threat tag team match. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 506 pounds, Mondo Clyde and
The Stomper and Mondo Clean representing the Nasty organization. And boy, I'll tell you, Nasty Ronnie must have had something to say to these guys on the way out to the ring after just giving up the American Heritage Championship moments ago to kick things off here tonight.
Well, knowing Nasty Ronnie the way I do, I guarantee you he told these boys, you better go out there and win this match for us. They're going to need a match like this right here. Whichever team comes out on top of this one will be the next in line to challenge the champions.
Well, here comes one of the heavy favorites, no doubt about it. Demolition, Axe and Blast heading to the ring.
and at a combined weight of 229 pounds, Axe and Demolition.
Well, Demolition, of course, they are well known throughout the wrestling world. When it comes to tag team wrestling, there are very few that can compete with the track record of Demolition. Now, granted, Axe and Blast a slightly different variation than what most people would normally attribute.
And at a combined weight of 490 pounds, and
Brett Colt and Kip Winchester, they are the Long Riders, and they have been on a bit of a win streak as of late, and a lot of people think they are now the team to beat when it comes to the tag team title scene.
Well, I got to admit, they have been definitely one of the hottest tag teams out here in the IWF. However, this is a little bit different. Triple threat, three-way dance, tag team match. All 6 men are going to be legal, and it's the first team to score a pinfall or some sort of submission victory. There are no disqualifications, so we're going to have a winner. The question is, you got so many other people to be having your eyes on.
Right out the gate, Brett Colt thought he was going to pull it away, and look at this. Winchester just dropped the leg and going for the cover. There's a 1 count. Early on, taking a look at this. The Long Riders are the ones standing. Everyone else is in trouble. Both members of the Nasty organization having trouble getting back to their feet.
There's going to be a lot of action in this one. Hard to call, hard to control if you're the referee. But again, all the referee's job is to do a 3 count or to call for somebody's submission, and that's it.
Things starting to thin out in the ring a little bit now. Bodies out. Oh, my goodness. Here's a cover. Oh, Axe almost got one. Meantime, Blast going to work on Kip Winchester. Irish whip to the ropes. Only 2 men in the ring. Caught him, and with a big slam. Head first into the post at ringside.
Man, they are really going to town right now on this because so much on the line. Those tag team titles, the opportunity right there, and they know it.
Brett Colt just felt the wrath of Demolition blast as he took that kendo stick and just cracked it across his back. But now Kip Winchester looking for some retribution there. Going to work on the legs. Smart move.
Yeah, Kip Winchester's a pretty big guy, pretty well put together and all that, but I don't know that he can match power with Blast.
He's got a cover. There's one, there's two, and almost got the victory. And now we've got a steel chair bringing its way in. Mondo Clean just walked right into a roll-up. There's one, there's two. That was the stomper, I beg your pardon. Oh, things are going from bad to worse around here.
We got action inside the ring. We got action outside the ring. It is hard to keep up with all of it.
Gutbuster and driving him down. Mondo Clean now in control. There's a big clothesline clearing the ring. And now Mondo's got that steel chair. What's he going to do with it?
Well, he's decided to take it outside. I thought maybe he was going to try and put that one away.
Winchester able to disarm Mondo Clean, and probably a good idea. Oh, look out. Axe. Both men with a kendo stick. Axe getting the best of it. Big slam here on the ringside. And Mondo Clean, he's got Blast in the ring. He's going to try and perhaps try and go for the pinfall here. We'll see. Drops that knee right into the head. Mondo Clean now trying to score the pin.
Kip Winchester has to come in there and make the save, and he does it just in the nick of time.
Again, the chaos in a three-way dance. All 6 men are legal. And now look at this. Blast has Mondo up and down with a powerbomb. Goes for the cover. Will that be it? Demolition will be challenging for the tag team titles, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I got to tell you right now, I'm not that surprised. They are one of the greatest tag teams to ever come down the pike, and here in IWF, they have now earned that chance to go up against Odessa Slim and Chubby MC, and I know they've been watching this one.
Oh, they'd have to be watching as we take a look back at some of the highlights, and there was too much to count on, but what a massive victory this is. The action was hot. It was heavy. And here's Mondo thinking he's going to put this one away. Look at this, gut wrench suplex into a power bomb, and then on the floor at the same time. Demolition doing what they do, demolishing the opposition. And this right here, take a look at it. Has him up, drives him down with a power bomb.
Well, the size, the strength, and the power of Blast is just too much for any man to withstand.
Odessa Slim and Chubby MC, you better be taking a look over your shoulders, because this is what you have to look forward to. Demolition, the #1 contenders, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Incredible Thor does not need help. The Incredible Thor does not need partners. Greg the Hammer Valentine, you are not my friend. We have a common enemy. And on Sunday, we will face that enemy head on. But tonight, we will stand opposed, and I don't care about Nasty Ronnie or anyone else you might have. And let me make one thing incredibly clear. I don't need anyone in my corner. I have the people to watch my back. Tonight, Greg Valentine, I will beat you, but I will not destroy you because I will have you there in the cage at Universal Assault. And when it's all said and done and when we are victorious, then we can resume. But until then, we've got tonight. And tonight, you will fall to the mighty Thor.
All right, fans, we are back with more action. What a night it's already been. And it's only going to get bigger and better as we take a look at this one right here. Speaking of tag teams, and they're not happy about the fact that they were left out of that matchup, but they've suffered some big defeats in recent weeks. Brute Force has.
Making his way to the ring from Oakland, California, weighing in at 244 pounds.
Yeah, Brute Force has definitely had some problems as of late. Losing matches to the Dynamite Express, and a lot of people believe, and I tell you, it was tough decision making right there, but Dynamite Express had an argument that they should have been in that match as well.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind it's only a matter of time before the Dynamite Express find themselves in position for those tag team titles. We want to welcome everyone joining us here live on the Nation Network for IWF Wrestling. Judd's in the house along with Retro Wrestling. Also got DHW's here along with the Clown. Bill Smith joining us. Well,
And his opponent from Sweetwater, Texas, weighing in at 230 pounds, Black Jack Mulligan.
Blackjack Mulligan, the former IWF Heavyweight Champion of the world, looking to get back into that title contention, and what better way than a big one-on-one matchup right here.
Blackjack Mulligan getting ready to go one-on-one with Slammer of Brute Force. This promises to be a all-out brawl because both of these men will take it to the streets, so to speak. You got Texas Tough going up against New Age Punk.
I don't know that I would necessarily call the Brute Force anything to do with Punk. They are more like heavy metal, if anything.
Referee calls for the bell, and look out! Not the first time we've seen him do this. Could he do it again? Will lightning strike twice? It does!
What in the world is happening with Blackjack Mulligan, man? He's not being paid by the hour.
We saw him do that a week ago. That buckshot elbow right to the jaw, knocking his opponent out cold.
Tremendous victory for that man, and I'll tell you what, wasting no time at all.
All right, fans, stick around, more to come. Maybe losing the championship was the best thing could have happened to that man. I'm not saying, I'm just wondering.
He's American made.
Wrestling fans, make sure you join us on Saturday mornings right here for Saturday Morning Superstars of Wrestling. All of the greats from the past will be right here on Saturday mornings here on the Nation Network. Names like Rowdy Roddy Piper, Bruno Sammartino, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, the Magnificent Morocco, and many, many more. All the action right here on the Nation Network Saturday mornings, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. What you gonna do when the legends of wrestling run wild on you?
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the International Wrestling Heavyweight Championship.
All right, fans, we are back, and once again, tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., programming note, make sure you stop by and watch the live premiere of Saturday Morning Superstars of Wrestling here on the Nation Network. The Television Championship, currently held by this man, Lightning Lou Perez. This is his second title event. Last time out, he maintained the title on a count-out. That counts.
That's right, man. He's just got to put that title on the line and be successful for 4 consecutive weeks. Then he will forfeit the title and name which championship he wants to challenge for.
Well, in order to do that, he's going to have to get another win here tonight, or maintain the title at the very least. As we learned, you can get a count out and still be on the road to victory. 4 consecutive weeks, you have to defend and retain the title.
I understand there was a little bit of controversy about that, and I had to clear that up.
And take a look at who's going to challenge. We could be looking at the first ever IWF double champion. Cliff Anderson has been on one hell of a run here in the IWF. He's the man who was able to dethrone Blackjack Mulligan, but after what we just saw a few moments ago, not so sure how long that's going to hold up.
Well, you got to believe there's only a matter of time before Blackjack Mulligan gets that return match that he is due. And the way that Blackjack is taking care of people right now, if I'm Cliff Anderson, I'm going to be looking over both shoulders.
Introducing the challenger. From Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 230 pounds, the International Wrestling Television Champion, Lightning Luis Perez.
Lightning Lou Perez, the reigning television champion. Champion versus champion. What kind of a match is this going to be?
Weighing in at 230 pounds, the International Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Cliff Anderson.
Well, seems to be a little bit of controversy right now on which title's on the line. Wait a moment, what's happening here?
I'm not sure myself. It's supposed to be the TV championship on the line. I'm not sure what the referee's doing.
Things a little suspect right here.
Well, I can tell you, I signed that contract to myself. I put it together, and it's for the television championship.
Nice move right there by Lightning Lou Perez. Now, not only defending the title, but let's just go an extra step here. If Lightning Lou Perez defeats the reigning IWF Heavyweight Champion and then goes on and has 2 more successful matches where he defends the title and retains, wouldn't you think he'd want the IWF Champion again if he'd already beaten him?
Well, that would be my money, and not to mention that's the most prestigious title, not to take anything away from the American heritage or the tag team titles for that matter, but I don't know any man that steps through the doors of the IWF not wanting to be the heavyweight champion.
Cliff Anderson now dropping Lightning Lou Perez head first on that top turnbuckle. Collar and elbow tie up. Referee stepping in, trying to break him up. Let's see if we get a clean break. Anderson right there with a big right hand and another overhand right. Giving last rites
Well, that may be a little bit wishful thinking. Lightning Lou Perez takes a lot more than that to keep him down.
Indeed, we have seen some great action out of Lightning Lou Perez here in the IWF. Some tremendous matches he's been involved in particular with Rob Van Dam, the up-and-coming superstar talent. One of the 3 men that will be heading into the Cell from Hell match this Sunday as part of the XWF and Universal Assault. Thrown back under the bottom rope now, and here we go. Action back in the ring. Cliff Anderson going all the way up. Lightning Lou Perez laying prone in the ring. Oh, and he just got caught with that big elbow drop.
Now, Cliff Anderson, he is definitely a member of the Anderson family. You can see it in his face. You can see it in his style. You can see it in everything he does in that ring. There's an element of Ole. There's some element of Arn Anderson. He's just mean and nasty as much as the Minnesota Wrecking Crew ever was.
Once again, signaling last rites for the champion with a clothesline, sending Lightning Lou all the way over the top rope and to the floor. And now the action here ringside. Last time Lightning Lou was involved in a match, it ended up in a countout. Let's see if that's going to happen twice. Nasty Ronnie is at ringside. Oh, he's got a kendo stick. Nasty Ronnie does.
Well, that is exactly why I'm going to be in the corner of the Incredible Thor here in the main event, because I cannot trust Nasty Ronnie, and I'm not going to allow him to affect the outcome of the match. So I will be there whether Thor wants it or not. I'm going to be there in his corner, and I'm going to be taking care of business.
Referee's count starting to get into the high digits. And both men able to beat the 10 count back into the ring. Anderson, nice move. Back elbow, caught him up high. Anderson with a side slam. Lightning Lou Perez in trouble. Spine buster, that looks familiar. Goes for the cover. Anderson's got the shoulders down. There's one, there's two, and Lightning Lou Perez just barely kicks out of that one.
Very close to being a finish in this match, and this one's going to be it.
Pile driver. Lightning Lou Perez might be out cold. And that might be it for the television champion. Do we have a double champion here? We do. Cliff Anderson is now the television champion as well as the IWF Heavyweight Champion.
Well, that'll help take some of the sting away from Nasty Ronnie's having to lost that American Heritage title earlier on tonight.
Indeed, right now he's hitched his wagon to Cliff Anderson, and he has rewarded him with gold upon gold. And there it is. And let's give a little bit of credit to Cliff Anderson. Didn't pull tights, didn't use the ropes. Old-fashioned pile driver, drops a man on top of his head, and no surprise that there was no kick out after that one.
Here is your winner, and still International Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Cliff Anderson.
Well, I'm not sure what happened here with this referee, but I can tell you right now, you're looking at the new television champion.
You have what it takes to become a professional wrestler. Become part of the fast-paced, slam-bam world of professional wrestling by joining the official IWF Training Center. Learn training and conditioning methods from professionals and find out what it takes to become a superstar in pro wrestling. You have tried the rest, so learn from the best at the IWF Training Center by calling area code 407-438-6411. Area code 407-438-6411. Don't miss it. Be there.
All right, fans, we are back, and I'm running solo now because my broadcast partner is going to be joining Thor. We heard from Thor earlier tonight. He doesn't want anyone in his corner, but Eddie Mansfield says that's too bad because you're going to have some backup. We saw Nasty Ronnie all night long getting involved in match after match after match. And while Thor may not need it, may not want it, I think it's a good thing that he's going to have it. As we take a look at one of the top contenders for the current IWF Championship, a man who is absolutely no friends with anyone in the Nasty organization, the Incredible Thor making his way down the aisle, and Eddie Mansfield in the distance, but indeed following him up. Tonight, we're going to see Thor going head-to-head with Greg the Hammer Valentine, but this Sunday in the XWF as part of Universal Assault, they are going to be tag team partners along with Rob Von Dam, returning to the scene of the crime, some would say, for what they did last month in the backlot area to Bam Bam Bigelow, to AJ Styles, to the Hurricane, leaving all three of those men laying. Those three men looking for retribution this Sunday. Whether or not they're going to get it, we will see, but the IWF looking for bragging rights here at Universal Studio. Oh, look at this. Not just Nasty Ronnie.
And Washington weighing in at 243 pounds, Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Nasty Ronnie leading Greg the Hammer Valentine, but he's also got the nuclear assassin with him. I'd say it's a pretty good thing for Thor to have Eddie Mansfield in the corner. Look at this trio. Nasty Ronnie living up to that name. This is the Nasty organization. They live up to their name. And now Thor going to see about, I don't know, is he going to get a one-on-one match here or not? We'll have to see. Almost took the head of Greg the Hammer Valentine off with that one. It's hammer time. It's over. Holy smokes. I say let's get Blackjack Mulligan and the mighty Thor together and see.
Here is your winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. If Thor can do that on Sunday, the IWF will have bragging rights at Universal Assault.